We have confidence in this board. I think everyone's acted very well. We are making a lot of headway, and we need to get that message out to the people. Even the city makes headways in areas, and we've got to share that information, because leaving the information in this room doesn't do anybody any good. And everyone in the community and around the world, like they say, is watching Freeport. So the FACS has done excellent jobs in the past, and we'd like to have an excellent relationship with them and cover all the information that needs to be shared. But please, well, of course, positive. I don't want to get into negative and positive. I've been here for 30 years now. I've been through it all. I'm still here, and Freeport's going to survive. But we do have some litigation that has been solved. It's in the process now, which Dan will probably give a more detailed report later. Let's see, I think that's about all for now, but we do have confidence in the board, and we are making a whole lot of success. Thank you.
The only thing I'll say is that a little bit about the Kroger thing. They were going to consider building a signature store here. They tried to buy the property that CVS has across the road from, you can't blame them on the other building, that roof fell in, that's the reason that it wasn't exactly big enough probably. But CVS wouldn't sell it to them, and you can't hardly blame them, because if Kroger builds a signature store, it's going to have a big pharmacy. So, you know, but anyway.
Gilbert?
For those of you that don't know me, I lived here in Freeport for 30 years, or plus. It was 1971 when I moved here to Freeport. And I made a decision then to make this city my home place. And my house was a little video house, and I've lived there all this time, and I've added on to it. Now I made a pretty good sized little house, and I do look forward to seeing the city prosper. And I believe we do have a good committee working on the situation right now. It may not happen right away, but it's getting to where it's looking a lot better.
Mr. Cameron?
Follow us.
I don't know if I have anything left to say. Joe pretty much said it. We've had some serious hurdles to work through, especially with this marina project. And this board has done a tremendous job. We've resolved half the eminent domain issues. In the span of less than 3 months. And I couldn't be prouder to be a member of this board, to be honest with you. Y'all are doing a great job. We have some serious issues to work out, but the project's going through. Like I said earlier, the mayor's, he's given his word that this project's gone through, and I've given my word, and y'all are making that happen. And I appreciate, what this board is doing. That's all I have to say.
Well, I'd just like to add to that special thanks to Dan for the work he's put into this, neglecting his own business sometimes. And, I think he needs to be commended for that.
I agree.
Okay, well, I saved myself for last for a reason. I had an agenda to talk about. And I am sad that we don't have a larger audience now than what we had earlier, and we will make amends to address that at the next meeting. I'm very, as Mr. Cameron said, I'm very pleased about the positive things that we've achieved. We live in a community that's very divided right now over a number of different issues, and the marina has certainly not been the least of them. When I spoke with the developer a few weeks ago, I mentioned to him that it was my personal goal to get rid of the eminent domain cases and put us back on track towards building a marina and moving forward. And he assured me that the eminent domain issues in Freeport were not a wedge issue. And I think he's sadly mistaken in that. I think we see neighbors arguing with neighbors about the way it should be, and for people who are from this area like myself, and people who moved here to this area like Gilbert, it saddens me to see that. I think we're in a situation where we're going to have people, and I don't care if they won the lottery tomorrow, they're going to complain about how bad things are regardless of the condition. We've got some really good folks here that are working real hard to try and make a difference in our community. And those people rarely get any kind of recognition for it. We've got some people who are just gonna be chronic whiners about the problems that are going or the problems that they perceive. We can make a report here, we can talk to our newspaper reporter here tonight, and he'll do his best to put the story in the paper tomorrow, but I know for a fact that he doesn't have control over all the words that go into the articles and the like. So I appreciate the good things that he's done about the city, but we have an uphill battle. We seem to be the whipping boy of the local community, if not the state. So all in all, I just want to say that I think that we are making valiant headway. We have done a great job at trying to resolve the wedge issues that I believe is splitting our community up. It's a great place to live. It'd be a better place to live if we were all on the same page and all had the same goals. So I would reach my hand out to anybody. I look at the paper every morning, grimacing to think about who's going to write the next thing bad about the city of Freeport. And unfortunately, it's been coming pretty regularly here lately, and not any fault of anything that we've done. Again, I think we've done a good job at trying to fix things and correct them, but unfortunately there's a lot of other politics that are going on in Freeport right now, so consequently I think we all are swept up into it. So I want to say one more thing, that we've tried to conduct this meeting with a transparent manner. We've got a great audience that showed up more tonight than ever before, I think, than probably any EDC meeting. And so I'm glad to see public participation. We won't always agree on everything, but by golly, we give you a chance to, I sound like Sarah Palin, we give you a chance to get up here and talk to the group, express your views. We'll try and address it one way or another and try and move on. I'm done, thank you.
One very brief comment. One thing I think everybody that's still here probably understands it, but when you talk about the budget for this arena, y'all got to remember that the initial budget was done in 2004. And what's happened in the world in those years, this thing, I know it's over what was really thought was budgeted, but good gracious, it's way been a long time. Part of that's just part of what's happening in the world today, I can tell you. That's all.
Okay. Anybody else have any comments before we go into executive session? Like I said, we'd like to have a transparent meeting here. So if you'll, we have just a couple of items to discuss. If you'd be kind enough to give us a few moments to do those, I think we can get back in here, get done, and we can all get out of here and get back to the football game.
Oh, yeah.